Hi guys, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. Hope you guys are really well. I haven't been on screen at all really, have I, during this time? I'm just enjoying sort of kicking back and just showing the cards. You can see me in a little square. If you're looking at the box and you can see a girl with a cheesy grin and cards, that's me, Carol. Okay, usually I am on screen, but lately I've just fancied just showing off the lovely decks that I've got so you can really take a good look at everything. So, we're doing a week ahead, 1st to the 7th of June. Happy June, everyone. And we're going to use 3 different decks. The Golden Wheel, I've had this ages, just haven't used it for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why, but it's such a nice deck. So I started using this for my clients last week, and it's just a really nice deck. We're also using the Gilded Tarot Royale. This is a new deck. Got this about a week and a half ago also. Ciro Marchetti and Barbara Moore. Text by Barbara Moore. It's really, really nice. Really love using this deck. And also my trusty old mucker, the This Might Hurt tarot deck by Isabella Rotman. I'm going to have to get another deck of this. I'm going to have to get a backup copy because this one's getting a bit ripped on this. Not ripped, but it's getting a bit crusty on the sides. Because when you use tarot so much, your edges get really kind of funny and worn and that type of thing. And it was actually a really nice edged, deck. It had like a lovely kind of blue kaleidoscopy type thing, but now it doesn't look like that anymore because this is the deck I use the most, especially with private clients. I use this one the most. I love this deck, so we're using that. I thought for spiritual advice, or just advice for the week, guys, we'd use the Crazy Sexy Love Notes by Chris Carr. Bought this a few months ago, haven't used it as much, but I'm sure it's going to work out really well. So guys, sit back, relax and enjoy. Hi Cancer, welcome to Carol's Universe, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So this is your week ahead reading, 1st to the 7th of June. Happy June. We're going to do a general career and a love reading. So for your general reading, we're using the Tarot of the Golden Wheel. For your career reading, we're using the Gilded Tarot Royale by Ciro Marchetti. And for the love reading, we're using the This Might Hurt Tarot. Okay, let's get shuffling. Okay, Cancerians, let's have a look then at the reading. We're going to have a look at the general message this week for you. Let's have a look. So, the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, actually, that's you, isn't it, on the card? Because that's, I think that's 3rd Deacon in Cancer. Four of Cups is a card about discontentment. It's a card about, sometimes it's about not being able to see the gifts that are bestowed on you from the universe, from God. And sometimes it's genuinely, you're made an offer, but you're not really, you might take it, but you're not really that happy to take it, or you're not really happy with it. Four of Cups energy can also mean a rejection or rejecting something in life. The Two of Pentacles. I think that some of you guys are being made an offer of some kind with the Four of Cups, but I feel that you're not really, it doesn't sit well with you with the Four of Cups. And I think with the Two of Pentacles, it may be that there is a need to weigh things up with that Two of Coins energy showing there. We've got a Queen of Swords energy. This isn't you, is it? This is somebody else. So this is a Queen of Swords. This could, so I think that this is a person here with the Queen of Swords energy. She can often be quite critical, actually, but also there is a change of perception. Two of Coins and the Queen of Swords. So I'm actually going to read that as an energy. I think that the message in general is that some of you guys are being made some form of an offer. You're being given some form of support or help, but it may not be exactly what you want at the moment, Cancerians, with the Four of Cups energy showing there. But I feel that you really need to kind of consider changing your perception on this, because this is a change, and the Queen of Swords is the perception card. The King of Swords as well, showing up here back to back. Okay, so sharing ideas. Whenever I see a Queen and a King together of the same suit, like the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups would be a harmonious relationship, like a friendship. The Queen of Coins and the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Coins and the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles would be shared values, and the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands would be, shared activities or shared energy sort of thing. So these two people, because they're swords, they represent ideas and communication. So maybe you need to be communicating with somebody in these two cards, or sharing ideas, or sharing your thoughts with the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords energy showing here. And that's you. this might help you to move forward, I think, with the Chariot, because, or to gain some form of, you know, control over the situation with the Chariot, or to gain actually some form of direction, because the Chariot is all about a direction that we take, or gaining direction. So I actually feel that if there's something in your life this week, Cancerians, you've been given it, you've been offered it, and it's something for you to consider, but it's something that you may not be sure about taking with that Four of Cups. Your energy might kind of be like, you know, I've been given this thing, I've been offered this thing, but I don't really know whether I should take it. I think that there is a need with the Two of Coins energy. I don't think it's changing perception actually here. I think there's a need to weigh things up by perhaps sharing ideas and communicating with somebody off. As much, you know, communicating with somebody who's just as intelligent, or communicating with somebody who's quite intellectual, or just simply just sharing ideas. There's going to be a need to share ideas before you actually move forward. Okay, or share ideas as to whether you should move forward with this, with the Chariot, or maybe sharing ideas with this, you know, having communication, sharing ideas with someone will then, with this Chariot energy, help you to choose the direction that you're going to take, because it might be that with the two horses, you're being pulled in two directions, you see. And that's what the Chariot is. The Chariot shows up when, can you see the black horse and the white horse? They're pulling the Chariot in two different directions. So in other words, with the Chariot, there is a need to pull back on that, because you're being pulled in two directions, and really what you want to do is you want to move forward in one direction. You just want to choose one direction. You don't want to be pulled in two. So I think that by communicating with somebody else on this, with that Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, by sharing your feelings, your ideas on this situation, showing here, Cancerians, it's going to allow you to choose a direction, because I think that you're being pulled in two directions here, okay? And that's what it's saying for your general. We'll probably go over that again before we finish. In terms of work, we've got the Knight of Cups. So there's an offer here, an invitation with the Knight of Cups energy showing here. I think that an offer is completing itself this week, because you've got the World. So an offer of work is completing itself. So it's like the contract is done this week. You get your start date, that type of thing. Let's have a look here. The Page of Pentacles. So this could be kind of like documentation coming through, like your financial documents or documents that need to be signed. This is like work documents with the Page of Coins energy, Ace of Coins energy. So I'm just seeing lots of documentation here. Lots of, you know, especially in terms of kind of finances, salary, that type of thing coming in with the Page of Coins and the Ace of Coins energy showing here. You've got the Death card though showing there, so that's a change there. The Ace of Pentacles, Page of Coins. So I'm seeing an offer completing itself. So if you've been for an interview lately at all, whether it's an online interview because of what's going on at the moment, or could have been face to face with social distancing, I'm seeing this offer now completing itself. So it's almost like you've got the go ahead for a job this week showing here. I'm seeing some documentation coming through. I get the impression with the Eight of Coins and the Death card that there may be changes in terms of the financial thing. So the Eight of Coins could be the money that you're being paid, for example, but with the Death card, I'm getting the impression that, or it could simply be saying that you're starting something new here. The aces represent the beginning of something new. So it's a grounded new beginning. It's a new grounded beginning here, and something now comes to an end. So we're just going to read it like that, I think, just to kind of like simplify it a little bit. So let's start from here. I'm thinking work this week. We've got the Ace of Coins, the start of a new grounded beginning here. Something in your life is definitely changing and coming to an end. I've got an offer finally coming to completion. So you're completing an offer this week. It looks like contracts are going out, and the Page of Coins, it might be that there's a contract coming in for you to sign, that type of thing, or there's some financial information or something coming to you about the role. And yeah, new grounded beginning, something now changes, comes to an end, but it's the start of a new phase in terms of work. Let's have a quick look finally at love. So there's a King of Coins, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual around you, Cancerians, this week. Right, so there's something new, there's a new love, there's somebody new entering your life. There's a King of Coins, I think, entering your life. So there's somebody new, I think, entering some of your lives this week with the Fool energy here. The Devil energy here. So it's interesting when I see the Fool and the Devil, freeing oneself from bondage. because that's ruled by Saturn and that's ruled by Uranus. So Uranus is all about freedom and reformation, and Saturn is about boundaries. So freeing oneself from boundaries, or it could be a person around you is finally free from a marriage, for example, freeing themselves from a boundary here. Okay, the Ten of Cups, it could be in a marriage, the Ten of Cups energy. And now do you know what this feels like to me? It feels like to me, Cancer, that for some of you guys, you may be getting a wish come true. And I'll tell you why. We started off the reading with the King of Coins. So this will be the love interest for some of you Cancerians, okay? It looks like this week, I often say this week or in the following couple of weeks, this person here is finally freeing themselves from a boundary, all right, from bondage. This person here is finally freeing themselves to fall from bondage in a relationship. It looks like this person was stuck in a relationship, but this week they're freeing themselves from it, and they're free now to come and offer you love with the Knight of Cups. So I think that somebody that you have been waiting for, probably Cancerians, for quite a while, I would say within this week or maybe in the next couple of weeks, just to give you a bit of time, I would say that they are now free to be with you. There's somebody who you've wanted for a very long time. They might have been married, they might be going through a divorce, or they might be leaving, they might have had to leave a girlfriend or a boyfriend. It wasn't working out. And now they're free to be with you. So something with someone that you've been really interested in for a while, they're freeing themselves of a situation. And I think this week is the week, or in the next couple of weeks, they'll be free. They're going to come forward to you. They're going to come forward and they're going to say, yeah, I'm free now to be with you. Let's go out on a date, or let's do this, or let's do that. My divorce has come through, or I've ended it with my boyfriend, or I've ended it with my girlfriend. But this person is free now to be with you in the next 2 to 3 weeks, I would say, or even this week coming in. Finally, let's just quickly do the reading again before we do the spiritual advice. So for general reading, I think that you need to, there's something here that's been offered to you. And I think that you're reluctant to take it, Cancerians, okay? But I think that you need to kind of weigh up the pros and cons concerning this situation. And the only way that you're going to weigh up the pros and cons is by probably talking about it with another individual here, sharing ideas with another individual here. And I think that this is going to help you choose the direction that you're going to go in with the Chariot, okay? Right, so looking at the work area again, we've got an offer completes itself. It's almost like the contract is going out here. Could be a document here, work document showing up here. New grounded beginning, the ending of a cycle, beginning of a new one, the Death card. So it definitely looks like something new coming in terms of work, a new job, more than likely, I think, for some of you guys showing here. And finally, in love, what we've got here is somebody's free to be with you now, Cancerians. Got this person here. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Can also show a married person, the King of Coins. Freeing themselves from bondage. Freeing full stroke Aquarius, Uranus energy from the bondage of the Devil, Capricorn stroke. I think it's Saturn. Capricorn stroke Saturn. So freeing themselves. So this person here freeing themselves from the bondage of a relationship. And it's almost like they're now free to give love, to offer you love, to offer a relationship to you. Okay? Which is absolutely lovely. Fantastic. So, I think the running theme through the reading seems to be, and I'm getting a lot of this about changes for some of the signs, but albeit you're the fourth one that I've recorded today, to be perfectly honest with you. But we can see here somebody who's free to now be with you, and we've got this beginning of a new phase showing here. Okay, so we've got this area here. We keep getting the word offer coming in, like the Four of Cups is the offer here, needing to weigh things up. Two of Coins energy, probably by sharing ideas with another person in terms of the direction that you move in here. And then we've got the offer being complete on a job here, documents coming through probably with the Page of Coins, good news as well, news about a job. So offer completing itself, news about a job, grounded new beginning here, ending off a phase, beginning of a new one, and somebody who's free. So I think the theme is new beginnings all round. You know, whether you choose to do something or not is completely down to you, but new beginnings all around. Let's have a quick look at the spiritual advice. Spiritual advice came out as you can't please everyone. Same card for you. I think this came up for Libra or something like that. It says, when you focus or when you are focused. So when you are focused on living up to other people's standards, you aren't spending enough time raising your own. Some folks expect you to act in a certain way and to march to the beat of their drum. Boring drum. They find safety in sameness, but you have a beautiful music inside you. Your flair is meant to be shared. Don't shrink to fit in or get approval. Instead, dump your need to please and just be your magnificent self. All right, that's the reading for the week, Cancerians. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you would like your own private reading, click on the link below or the end screen. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.